Hannibal here from the HannibalTV.com, and a bunch of people wanted me to review this infamous match during, I believe, the young years of WCW. This match apparently occurred in Texas, where there was an uncooperative enhancement talent in a match against the Skyscrapers, which was Sid and Danny Spivey, which I think Sid was eventually taken over by The Undertaker. But before we watch it, let's hear what Danny Spivey told me about this match when I asked him about it. I don't know if you remember this match, but there's now a match that's a little bit famous on the internet of you and Sid against these two jobbers, and the one guy didn't seem like he was trained at all. Do you have any memories of that match at all?
Yeah, I was in Texas. The guy was getting up before I was on bumps. I mean, we gave him a power move, and the guy was getting on. He wasn't selling, and so I got a little rough with him.
Yeah, I mean, you actually kept your cool fairly well compared to how badly he
The
wasn't.
bad thing of that, I was just talking about it yesterday with somebody. The guy ran into Sid, knocked Sid down,
Yeah.
and that didn't look good for Sid.
And what surprised me was that was a taped show too, and the version they put on TV wasn't edited at all.
Oh, it wasn't.
No, like it shows all the screw ups in that match.
It got worse for the guy when it got back. He got backstage.
Okay.
Yeah. I didn't need to. I don't know what the guy was trying to prove. I don't know. He paid for it. And when he says he paid for it upon further research, Jim Cornette, who lies a lot, but could be telling the truth on this, said Danny Spivey knocked him out later in the back. But let's take a look at this unusual match. There's my buddy Teddy Long managing the Skyscraper, and it's the one guy knows what he's doing that just got thrown out by Sid. This other guy didn't know how to take a belly to belly properly. Now he gets thrown into Sid, and as Danny Spivey says, he knocks Sid right down. These guys are supposed to be monsters, so they're both wailing on him. It's not too bad what they do to him in the ring. It's just his no selling. There's his gut wrench suplex, and he just stands right back up. So is it this guy is just stupid and doesn't know how to sell well and keeps getting up? Because it's not like he's trying to fight back. It seems more of an annoyance than anything. There's a double power bomb where they just jump right on him. Is that Norman the lunatic on the outside? Now here we see Sid is really mad and starts going after him, kicks him in the face, throws him to the outside. Teddy Long is trying to calm it down a bit. There's Danny Spivey, kicks him right in the face, forearms him in the face, gets him in a front face lock. Sid laying in some legit punches there to the midsection. Now it appears he's like holding him up for Spivey to hit him, but Spivey's realizing might not be a good idea to do that on camera. Um, in case there's a lawsuit out of it or something. So as Spivey said, he probably handled it in the back. The guy could have got a lot worse in the ring as an amateur wrestler. If those guys are both tough, and I love both of those guys, legitimate. I've been friends with Sid for like 17 years now. Great guy. People were just jealous of him, and he didn't care about wrestling. So people were mad that he saved his money, and then when he wanted to go off and play softball, well, they still had to work, and he made more money than Ric Flair. Didn't ever get divorced, had a good family, lives a great life. He's a farmer now. People are just jealous of that. Danny Spivey is a man's man, legitimately tough guy. But I don't think neither was an amateur wrestler. I definitely would have taken that guy down and punished him a little bit more right there in the ring. But I'm sure Spivey did that in the back. But yeah,
I don't know if that guy was doing it on purpose. I think he might have just been a complete idiot or extremely green to not know how to sell. Or WCW was known for putting guys in there that were not hardly trained at all, as Rick Steiner told me. So, and I'm gonna find this match, okay? I found my box of old WCW tapes. This match is not out yet. I haven't seen it posted online anywhere. I have it in my collection of WCW tapes. There is a match where Rick Steiner wrestles a guy that's just wearing Zubaz pants and tennis shoes, and Steiner just ends up wrestling him. Shoot. And you can see the look of fear in this guy's eyes. And I've got like a box of 60 tapes that I taped of WCW when I was young, that are like full 6-hour videos. I'm going to go through it one of these weekends and find this match, because that match could be as famous as this one if it got out there, because WCW was just known. Some of these guys just did not know how to wrestle and were put in there, and it doesn't sound like anyone got hurt or there was no lawsuits out of this situation. So that was good. I think I remember asking Sid about this at one point and he didn't even remember it, but that would have been about 5 or 6 years ago. I'm sure he's probably seen it on the internet since. I know we're planning on using Sid in Great North Wrestling next year for a big show we're planning in May. And next time I'm in touch with Sid, I'm going to try and nail down that shoot interview. He's a hard guy. He's a hard guy to get to figure out technology. He's not computer literate. He's been supposed to be doing a shoot interview with me for a while. Ronnie Garvin, he would have handled the situation too. What would Seth Rollins have done? Run away? Would have been interesting. Seth was lucky in his situation that the referees and security were there after the guy took him down. He didn't get beat up any worse. But shout out to Dangerous Dan, the left-hand man.
Thank you for watching the Hannibal TV. Please like this video if you enjoyed it, and click the subscribe button to not miss any of our latest shoot interviews, match videos, or news updates. Follow us on Twitter